first I'm going to change few things here on our main screen. Instead of this requested write, I'm going to write show fare, because we are going to show fare here. And on pressed, I'm going to write that if provider dot of app info context listen false, then user drop off location and not equals to null, then I'm going to write a function, new function here, show suggested rides container, and else we are going to show a Flutter toast, show toast Flutter dot show toast message, please select destination location. Now let's write this function above somewhere here. Void show suggested rides container set state, we have to take a new variable above here, suggested rides double suggested rides container height, and we are going to make it 0. And down here, when we hit our show fare button, it will show suggested rides container height to 400 and bottom padding of map equals to 400 as well. Now we have to make a new UI design, and before that I'm going to change few things. Here I'm going to make it 10, 10 and 10, our UI for searching location. And instead of this change pickup, we are going to write change pickup address. And where is that change pickup address? Now let's make a new design here. UI for suggested rides. After this position, okay, so positioned left 0, right 0, bottom 0 as well, and then child container, and height of the container should be our suggested rides container height, and decoration should be box decoration, then color should be if dark theme, then colors dot black, or colors dot, if not dark theme, then colors dot white. And border radius should be border radius dot only top right radius dot circular to 20, and top left radius dot circular 20 as well. And now let's add a child here. We're going to add a padding at first, padding edge insets dot all to 20. We can see our container here, and now let's add a column, children container child row, children again, and container padding edge insets dot all to 2. And after this padding, I'm going to write decoration, box decoration, color, if dark theme, then colors dot amber dot shade 400, or colors dot blue. And border radius dot circular to 2. And I'm going to add an icon, not icon button, icons dot star, and colors dot white. And after this, I'm going to add a size box of width 15, and then text now we are going to add, if our pickup location is not equals to null, then we are going to show our pickup location. So for that, I can just copy and paste it from here, also this line, and then style, text style, font weight dot bold, and font size to 18. And after this container, we are going to add size box of height 20. And now we can just copy this container and paste it here. We can actually remove this container, as it is unnecessary for us to add more than one container. Now we can change few things here. For example, we can make it gray, our destination address, and gray, we can just make it gray. So colors dot gray for both dark theme and light theme, and instead of this pickup location we are going to add user drop off location. And not getting address as well, invalid error. So we can just copy and paste it from here. We can just let's copy and paste it, and we have to add a comma here. So that's it. And now after this row we can add size box, height 20, and a text suggested rides. You have to add comma here, suggested rides. So style text style to font weight dot bold. Here we can add cross axis alignment dot start. So that's it. Now let's add another size box of height 20, and we can add a row here, main axis alignment dot space between, and children, just let's add a container at first, then we can add decoration, box decoration to border radius dot circular 12. And here let's add a child with some padding. So padding edge insets dot all to 25. Child column children image dot asset images slash card dot png, and we are going to scale this to 2. Now you can see our car. Now let's add a size box of height 8, then add a text car, and let's style this text style font weight dot bold, color colors dot black. And let's add another size box here of height 2, and let's add a text field of fair amount for now, and style should be textile, colors dot color, color we have to write in small letter, not capital, so colors dot gray. So this is what it looks like. Now let's change few things in our assistant methods. We have to write a new function. Let's write static double calculate fair amount from origin to destination. So direction details info, okay. Now let's add double time traveled fair amount per minute equals to direction details info dot duration value divided by 60 into times 0.1, and double distance traveled fair amount per kilometer equals to direction details dot duration value divided by 1000 times 0.1. and now in USD double total fair amount equals to time traveled fair amount per minute plus distance traveled fair amount per kilometer, and now we are going to return it. So double dot parse total fair amount dot to string as fixed to 1. Now let's go back to our main page, and here instead of this fair amount let's write trip direction details info not equals to null. Then we can add currency symbol. I am going to use taka as it is our currency symbol, and then we can write assistant methods dot calculate fair amount direction details info. Here I am going to write trip direction details info. I am going to add a null check times 2, and I'm going to copy this whole thing, add a bracket, actually 2 bracket, then I'm going to write times 107. I'm just converting it to dollar, then 1, and if not, then to return null. So it's showing a fair amount. In the similar manner, I'm going to add few more things. Before that, let's wrap this container in a gesture detector, and why you are doing that you will see later. So gesture detector, we have to add on tab. So on tab I'm going to add set state, and I'm going to add a new variable of string type. So let's add here string selected vehicle type to empty string. Now let's go back to our gesture detector, and here we can write selected vehicle type equals to car. Then in our box decoration we can write color selected vehicle type is equals to car, then dark theme, we can add a bracket here, so dark theme colors dot amber dot shade 400, if not dark theme then colors dot blue, and else I'm going to add another bracket dark theme colors dot black 54 and colors dot gray 100. So now if I hit this, then it becomes blue. So in the similar manner we can change here if selected vehicle type equals car, then dark theme, let's add a bracket dark theme colors dot black, if not dark then colors dot white, and then again we can write dark theme colors dot white and colors dot black. White. And now we can copy this gesture detector few times for our CNG and bike. We have to add comma here. I have to add another comma here, so you can see for car we can change this to CNG and this to CNG as well, and again this card to CNG and this one to CNG as well. And for CNG we can write, instead of this 2 we can write 1.5, as CNG will cost a bit less. And then here we can write bike here also, and here also you can write bike and bike as well. We have to change this to bike, our text, and this text to CNG. And for bike we can add around 0.8. So now after this gesture detector is done, we can add a size box of height 20. Now let's add an expanded widget, and here I'm going to add a button. So child gesture detector on tab. For now I'm going keeping this empty, and child container padding edge insets dot all to 12, and decoration box decoration to color dark, if dark theme then colors dot amber dot shade 400 or colors dot blue. Border radius dot circular to 10, and child center child text request write. And here style text style color dark theme, then colors dot black or colors dot white. Font weight to bold, and font size should be around 20. Now we can write our function here. So if selected vehicle type not equals to empty, then we can write save ride request information selected vehicle type, and else we can write, that is Flutter toast dot show toast message. We can write, please select a vehicle from suggested rides. So that's it. Now let's implement this function above. So below here I can write this, and here I can write string, and now let's create this function, and this is going to be a bit long because we have to do so many things. So save the ride request information. So let's add reference ride request at first equals to Firebase so above here actually you have to, let's copy this and let's add another variable database reference ride request, and now we can write Firebase database dot instance dot ref dot child all ride requests dot push. Now let's add variable origin location equals to provider dot of context app info, and listen false dot user pickup location. I'm just going to copy this for our destination location, and let's write instead of origin location, destination location, and here we can write user drop off location. And now I'm going to create a map for origin location map equals to key and value. So I'm going to add key and then a value. So I'm going to write latitude origin location dot location latitude dot toString, and then longitude origin location dot location longitude dot toString. And in the similar manner I am going to add destination location map destination location map, and here I'm just going to change this destination location and then destination location. I can remove this null check as it's showing that it's unnecessary. Now let's add a map again for our user information map. So let's add origin, and I'm going to add our origin location map, then destination or a destination location map, then time, date time dot now, date time dot now dot to string, and username equals colon. We can fetch our username from our user model current info dot name, and let's add a null check here and then a comma. We have to use semicolon here, and then we can write user phone user model current info dot phone, and then origin address origin location dot location name, and destination address to destination location dot location name, and driver ID should be waiting. Then we can write reference write request dot set user information map. Now we can write trips now we can add a stream subscription here above the here. So let me write few more things here. String driver write status equals to driver is coming, then stream subscription database event trips trip writes request info stream subscription And now below here, let's write this stream subscription trip stream subscription equals to reference write request on value dot listen event snap. Let's make this asynchronous, and now we can write here if event snap dot snapshot dot value not equals to not return nothing, and if event snap dot snapshot dot value as map we have to place it inside a bracket as map car underscore details not equals to null, then driver, let's add a set state, so driver let's add another global variable here, string driver car details equals to null, and string driver name to null as well, and string driver phone equals to null as well, and double count rating stars equals to 0.0, and string title stars rating equals to this. We're just creating this for our future. So now let's add driver card details equals to event snap dot snapshot dot value as map car underscore details dot toString. Let's copy this and paste it three times. For our driver phone and driver phone, and here we have to write driver name and driver name, and here we can write status. And this one should be our user ride. Let's add another string variable string user write request status to empty. Now let's go back to our function user write request status, and now we can write if event snap.snapshot value as map driver location not equals to null, then double driver current, we have to driver current position let equals to double dot parts. Let's add another bracket, event snapshot value as map, then driver location latitude dot toString. Let's copy this and paste it one more time for our longitude. So instead of lat we are going to write lng, and here I can write longitude. Now let's add latlang driver current position latlang equals to latlang driver current lat and driver current longitude. Now if status equals to accepted, then if user write request status equals to accepted, then we have to write another function update arrival time to user pick up location. For now just okay, and we are going to send our driver for the current position latlang, and then status equals to arrived, then if user write request status equals to arrived, then set state driver write status to driver has arrived. And now For our on trip, we have to write status on trip. If user write request status equals to on trip then update reaching time to user drop off location, and we are going to send our driver latlang as well. Now if user write request status equals to ended, then if event snapshot value as map fair amount not equals to null, then double fair amount equals to double dot parts event snapshot value as map to fair amount dot to string. We have to write this in another bracket. Now it's okay. So let's add var response equals to await show dialog context, and in builder we are going to write build context pay fair amount dialog, where fair amount is fair amount. We will implement this later. And now if response equals cash paid, then user can rate the driver now. So if event snapshot value as map driver id not equals to null, then string assigned driver id equals to event snapshot value as map to driver id dot to string, and navigator dot push context material page route to red driver screen. For now, let's comment out this. So after this, this navigator, we can write reference write request on disconnect and trips write request stream subscription dot cancel, and here we can write online. We can add another list above here. List active nearby drivers, online nearby available drivers list. So here we can write online nearby available drivers list equals to geofire assistant dot active nearby drivers list, and we can write another function here, search nearest online drivers, and we can send our selected vehicle type. Now for now that's it. Let's try to make this function update arrival time, then update reaching time, and this dialog and this nearest online drivers function.